There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser in the West Virginia Division of Tourism, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. But we're not in West Virginia today. We are in Abingdon, Virginia at the beautiful and historic Barter Theater, which has been here since 1933. I'm going to tell you more about this place as we go along because they are one of the best theaters in the United States, and they do so much all year long. We're going to give you a little hint about that. But we have a great show for you today of music, and two of America's great songwriters, Gretchen and J.D. Souther, will be here during our next hour. And a little later during this hour, we're going to be hearing from one of our good friends, also a fine songwriter, singer, and she's an actress too. Nellie McKay is with us. And we have some local colors, some local talent that cannot be matched. Mr. Wayne Henderson is here, who plays guitar. And he makes guitars, too. We'll tell you more about Wayne when he comes out. But we're going to start out with some folks who are from and down in Georgia, but they are no strangers to this part of the country because they've been at the Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion 4 times now, and people love them in these parts, and you'll see why. They're just recording now their 4th album. It's their 3rd studio album, and it should be out in the next few months, so watch for it. Their last studio album was called Holly Grove, and they also have a live album called Live from Georgia. Please welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, the Whiskey Gentry.
Thank you very much. We're the Whiskey Gentry from Atlanta, Georgia. We're excited to be back in Abingdon. It's our first time on Mountain Stage, so naturally we decided that we're going to play a brand new song we've never played in front of anyone before, and then go get on national radio in October.
Rick's actually never played it with the band at all.
So, you know, typical Whiskey Gentry fashion. Here we go. She was born in Marfa, Texas in 1983, but her daddy named her Martha from a town in Tennessee. They moved back east to Carolina on the day she turned 13. And she was known as Martha from Marfa when the kids were being mean. They lived in the biggest house on the block you see in a magazine. Her daddy bought her everything except for an identity. When I met her in junior high school, she was hanging with the druggies. So imagine my surprise when I opened my eyes and saw Martha on my TV. Well, she was wearing the vintage manual suit from Nashville, and I heard she owned a record store in Greenpoint. She was singing country music songs about love and heartbreak too, and I wondered how you did it, but now I know you do it, 'cause it's a cool thing to do. Well, they call her country's newest queen, and that sentence makes me wanna scream. 'Cause I knew you when you dumped that boy with the Johnny Cash LPs, and you said this shit's for rednecks, and you handed them to me. But then you met a guy who played pedal steel in Brooklyn, and you moved down to the east side of Nashville, Tennessee, and you started singing country songs about love and heartbreak too, and I wondered how you did it, but now I know you do it, 'cause it's a cool thing to do. And I know that everybody changes, we all grow up someday. We may become different people, but as sure as the world will turn, the only lesson that you'll learn is how to give everything your way. Well, she's still wearing vintage manual suits from Nashville, and she owns a record store in Greenpoint. She was singing country music songs about love and heartbreak too, and I wondered how you did it, but now I know you do it, 'cause it's a cool thing to do. It's a cool thing to do. It's a cool thing to do. Thank you. There you have it. Nice job, guys. So we have a new record coming out next year. We're real excited about it. It's our third record in the studio. This one's called Following You. It was one of the first records or first songs that we wrote for the new record. Everybody's always saying circumstance. 'Cause we're all just stupid kids, getting beat up by the biz. We're all just stupid kids. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, once again, we're the Whiskey Gentry. Happy to be here at Mountain Stage. This is our last song. It's called Here's Your Song, and Jason likes to tell this story, so.
We were trying to finish up the last record, and we needed a couple more songs. So we were trying to finish the record, and I called her up, and I was like, what are you doing? And she said, I'm playing video games. And I was like, you should be writing songs. And she didn't really want to hear that. She said, yeah, I'll get right on it. Hung up on me, and about an hour later, I got this voice memo that says, here's your song, asshole. And so they can bleep that out, right? Beep. Say it again.
I think the people at home will get the hint based off the story.
So here's the song.
And I'll step out of your way. 'Cause here's your song, I hope you like it. Hope you scream it from the stars. Hope it finds you in the gutter or in bed with another, wherever the hell you are. 'Cause it's a pretty little ditty, such a pretty little tune. Here's your song, I hope you like it, 'cause I wrote it just for you. 'cause it's a pretty little ditty, such a pretty little tune. Here's your song, I hope you like it, 'cause I wrote it just for you. Here's your song, I hope you like it, 'cause I wrote it just for you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Abingdon, Barter Theater, Mountain State, for having me.
Lauren Staley, Jason Morrow, Michael Smith, Chesley Lowe, Sam Griffin, Bryce Cannon, and Rurik Nuz. The Whiskey Gentry. Yes, and they are working on a new record right now, so if you're a Whiskey Gentry fan, or whether you just became one by hearing that set, watch for the new one. Their last one in the studio was called Holly Grove. It's time to bring out our own singer, Julie Adams, along with the Mountain Stage Band. Mountain Stage Band is Ron Soule, the leader, playing the acoustic guitar on this one. Michael Lipton and Ryan Kennedy are our lead guitar players. Bob Thompson is on the piano. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer, and Steve Hill plays the bass. When we go on the road, like today when we're in Abingdon, Virginia, we like to bring a little West Virginia with us. Julie's going to sing a song by one of West Virginia's most famous songwriters. Maybe you didn't even know he was from West Virginia. It's called Grandma's Hands. His name is Bill Withers. Here's Julie Adams.
Grandma's hands clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played the tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, honey, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands soothed the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Grandma's hands used to lift her face and tell her, she'd say, baby, Grandma understands that you really love that man. Put yourself in Jesus' hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands used to hand me a piece of candy. Grandma's hands picked me up each time I fell. Grandma's hands, boy, they really came in handy. She'd say, don't you whip that girl? What you wanna spank her for? She didn't drop no apple core, but I don't have grandma anymore. If I get to heaven, I'll look for grandma's hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands.
Julie Adams, Mountain Stage Band. Bill Withers, member of the initial class of the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame. His song, Grandma's Hands. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at gotowv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We hope that you'll take a look at our new website, mountainstage.org. If you click listen there, you can hear a 24-hour stream of classic Mountain Stage content. You can also find out who will be appearing, where we're going to be, and you can buy tickets to join us in person. We hope that you'll do that. All of this at mountainstage.org. If you missed part of Mountain Stage or you want to hear something again, then go to mountainstage.org and visit the archives section or subscribe to our podcasts on iTunes. Those podcasts include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio and our complete finale song. It's time to welcome to the stage a woman who we are big fans of. Before I bring her on, I want to say something about this theater and the organization that inhabits the theater. The Barter Theater has been going since 1933, and everybody here in this audience knows that back then, a man who was an actor was living in New York, Mr. Robert Porterfield, and it was hard times for actors. He decided to come back to his home state because at least he'd get something to eat down here. He brought some actors' friends with him, and they started doing shows for people who brought in produce to trade. So they brought in vegetables, they brought in eggs. One of the phrases is that they brought in ham for Hamlet. And they said, with vegetables, you can't sell, at least you can buy a good laugh. And they've been doing great theater here ever since. Some of the folks who have walked this stage are Gregory Peck, Patricia Neal, Ernest Borgnine, Hume Cronin, Ned Beatty, many, many other great actors. And I say that because our next guest is not only a fine songwriter, an exceptional singer and musician, plays many instruments, but she's also an actress of renown. She has won awards for her acting on Broadway. She just got through doing an extended run of an off-Broadway hit, Old Hats, And she's written since we've seen her last, she's written and performed 3 musical biographies, and those of Barbara Graham, Rachel Carson, and Billy Tipton. She's just made her 5th album, and it's called My Weekly Reader, and it's all songs from the 60s. As always, it's a fine record. She's asked our band to join her, and I think she'll do things by herself. It's hard to know what she does when she gets up here. I don't know what she's going to do. I'm sure she does. Maybe she doesn't either. Please welcome back to the mountain stage, Nellie McKay.
Hello, hello. I like your smile. Hello, hello. Won't you talk a while? Would you like some of my tangerine? I know I'd never treat you mean. Never knew how I'd meet you. Never knew how I'd greet you. When you stood and looked that way, I knew I had to say hello, 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 hello. I like your smile. Hello, hello. Won't you talk a while? Would you like some of my tangerine? I know I'd never treat you mean. Always long to say I love you. Always been too high above you. Now you're not so far away. Now at last I can say hello. Hello, hello, hello. You got pretty hair. You got pretty hair. Hello, hello. Can't you tell I care? Would you like some of my tangerine? I know I'd never treat you mean. I know I'd never treat you mean.
It's slipping. Can we start that again? Oh, see, I shouldn't have forgot this at rehearsal today. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just, I'm just getting nervous, okay.
There's a lesson to be learned from this, and I learned it very your time were all you had to give. And I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over now. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. The stories in the past with nothing to recall. I've got my life to live, and I don't need you at all. The roller coaster ride we took is nearly at an end. I bought my ticket with my tears, that's all I'm gonna spend. And I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over now. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. Think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, the worst is over now. The morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. It's hey ho hey, I am the bold marauder, and hey ho hey, I am the white destroyer. For I will show you silver and gold, and I will bring you treasure. I will wave a widowing flag, and I will be your lover, and I will show you grotto and cave and sacrificial altar, and I will show you blood on the stone, and I will be your mentor, and night will be our darling, and fear will be our name. It's hey ho hey, I am the bold marauder, and hey ho hey, I am the white destroyer. For I will take you out by the hand and lead you to the hunter. I will show you thunder and steel, and I will be your teacher, and we will dress in helmet and sword, and dip our tongues in slaughter, and we will sing a warrior song, and lift the praise of murder, and Christ will be our darling, and fear will be our name. It's hey ho hey, I am the bold marauder, and hey ho hey, I am the white destroyer. For I will sour the winds on high, and I will soil the river. I will burn the grain in the field, and I will be your mother, and I will go to ravage and kill, and I will go to plunder, and I Murder in my heart for the judge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Mean old bastard wouldn't budge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Walk into the courtroom. Know this is gonna bring me down. Well, that bloviated turd, representative of justice, and the prosecutor began to frown. I'm sorry, sorry for the things I've done. I'm sure to change my evil ways. Judge looked down at me and said, for getting smart, boy, I'm gonna give you more than a lifetime. Murder in my heart for the judge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Well, that mean old bastard wouldn't budge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Now he said, if you look like a man, I will be your friend. Just give me your money, give me your time. I don't wanna see your ugly face here again. No, no. Murder in my heart for the judge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Well, that mean old bastard wouldn't budge. Murder in my heart for the judge. The all-seeing monitor, buzzing in the sky. Techno death row madness, rolling up the third eye. Murder in my heart for the judge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Well, that mean old bastard wouldn't budge. Murder in my heart for the judge. Murder, murder in my heart. Murder, don't take me away. Murder, murder in my heart. Boycott everything. Power concedes nothing. Oh, murder. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to solve the political campaign, the law is an ass. We're all animals. All that glitters is not Goldman Sachs. Hands up! Up against the wall, motherfucker! Hands up! Hands up! No justice, no peace for us or the police. Please excuse the inconvenience. We are trying to change the world. I'm white and I'm proud. The people uninvited will always be incited. What do we want? Time travel. When do we want it? It's irrelevant. Don't tease me, folks. People, power to the people. Power to the people. Stop, ag. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Stop, ag. All we are saying. Stop, ag. Is Skippy the cat. Stop, ag. I cannot believe I still have to protest this shit. Always look on the bright side of life. Yeah, I am a little irritated. I'm in my car smoking my cigarette. You feeling good about yourself? Why am I being arrested? Oh, I can't wait to get to court. You pussy ass dog. You're a real man now. Mr. America, walk on by your schools that do not teach. Mr. America, walk on by the minds that won't be reached. Mr. America, try to hide the part of his you inside, the useful minds that it denied. The day you shrugged and stepped aside, you tore their clothes and then you cried. Those hungry freaks, Daddy, they won't go for no more great Midwestern hardware store philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds. The left behinds of the great society. Mr. America, walk on by your supermarket dream. Mr. America, walk on by the liquor store supreme. Mr. America, try to hide the emptiness that's you inside. When once they find that the way you lied and all the corny tricks you tried will not forestall the rising tide of hungry freaks, Daddy. They won't go for no more great Midwestern hardware store philosophy that turns away from those who aren't afraid to say what's on their minds. The left behinds of the great society. Well, come on, all you big strong men. Uncle Sam needs your help again. He got himself in a terrible jam years ago in Afghanistan. So put down your books and pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is in Iran. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all gonna die. Come on, generals, let's move fast. Your big chance has come at last. Gotta go get those towel heads. The only good Arab is one that's dead. And you know that peace can only be won when we blow 'em all the kingdom come. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is in Iran. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all gonna die. Come on, Wall Street, get off your ass. You know war can be a gas. Lots of good money to be made. Supplying the army with tools of trade. Just make sure when you drop the bomb, you bomb, bomb, bomb Iran. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is in Iran. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all gonna die. Come on, mothers, let's go attack. Pack your kids off to Iraq. Come on, fathers, don't hesitate. Send your sons off before it's too late. Be the first one on your block to have your boy come home in a box. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is in Iran. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. Whoopee, we're all gonna die. Please welcome John David Souther. If you smile at me, I will understand. 'Cause that is something everybody everywhere does in the same language. I can tell by your coat, my friend, that you're from the other side. There's just one thing I've got to know. Can you tell me, please, who won? Say, can I have some of your purple berries? Yes, I've been eating them for 6 or 7 weeks now. Haven't got sick once, probably keep us both alive. Wooden ships on the water, very free, easy and oh the way it's supposed to be. Silver people on the shoreline, let us be talking about very free and easy. Sail away where the morning sun goes high. Sail away where the wind blows sweet, young birds fly. Go and take a sister by the hand, lead her far from this barren land. Horror grips us as we watch you die. All we can do is echo your anguished cries. Stare is all human feeling dies. We are leaving, you don't need us. Sailing ships on the water, very free, easy, you know the way it's supposed to be. Silver people on the shoreline, let us be. Talking about very free and easy.
Nellie McKay, ukulele, piano, vocals, along with the Mountain Stage Band, and right there on the clarinet and vocals of J.D. Souther, who we're going to hear a little bit later. Nellie McKay. The latest one is called My Weekly Reader on 429 Records. This is Nellie's 9th visit to the Mountain Stage, and I'm going to keep her coming back till I figure out what in the heck she's doing. I like it. I'm not sure why, but I love it. And now a transition that you'll only hear on the Mountain Stage. From Moby Grape and Frank Zappa, Crosby, Stills and Nash, to one of the finest pickers in all of Appalachia, who lives not far from here, North Carolina. He also makes guitars. He's such a famous guitar maker. If you want one of his guitars, you'll have to wait quite a few years. What's the one you're working on now, number 600 and
661.
661. He says he's afraid of the 666 guitar. Told him to call Black Sabbath. Get a lot of money for that.
I'm going to donate it to my preacher and let him deal with it.
Exactly. Get it off your hands and put it where it can do no harm. His last record is called Live from Virginia. He goes around teaching and playing around the country. Just got back from Washington and Oregon. And his piano player here, Jeff Little, also has an album out there called Made in the Blue Ridge. He won a National Heritage Award, which is the highest honor you can give to folks who do traditional music in the United States. And after his set, I'll tell you about the guitar he made for Eric Clapton. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage after many, many years, Mr. Wayne Henderson.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Such an honor to be back on the Mountain Stage, and we appreciate the Wild and Wonderful coming down here to visit us. And that we're going to try to play you some old-time music. Great to be in this wonderful old theater here, too. Jeff, you ready to pick some?
I think so, Wayne.
you. Thank you all so much. We really do appreciate that. And Helen White is going to get out the fiddle. Like I said, I've made a lot of guitars in the last 50 years, and only 4 fiddles. Helen's going to be playing on the very first fiddle that I ever made. And she's my best customer. She's got half of all of them I've ever made. But we grew up listening to old-time fiddle music a lot. My dad was an old-time fiddler. Helen's going to play an old fiddle tune, one called Leather Breeches, one that he played a lot, and I think we can all jump in on it a little bit. You feel like fiddling a little bit, Helen?
That'd be good.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you liking that old-time fiddle music. That's our homegrown music here. And we couldn't do a set, I think, of being in this area right here without doing some Carter family for you. They're right next door over here in Macy Springs, Virginia. And Helen does a wonderful job singing some of those old songs. And we're going to try to do one called Are You Tired of Me, My Darling?
Are you tired of me, my darling? Did you mean those words you said when you said you'd love me forever? Since the day that we first wed, tell me, could you live life over? Would you make it otherwise? Are you tired of me, my darling? Answer only with your eyes. Did you ever rue the springtime first each other met, and we spoke in warm affection, words my heart can never forget. Tell me, could you live life over? Would you make it otherwise? Are you tired of me, my darling? Answer only with your eyes. Do you think the bloom has departed from these cheeks you once felt fair? Do you think I've grown cold-hearted with the passing of the years? Tell me, could you live life over? Would you make it otherwise? Are you tired of me, my darling? Answer only with your eyes. Answer only with your eyes.
Thank you. Thank you, Helen. We appreciate you coming along and singing that wonderful song and fiddling. We appreciate that a lot. I've noticed y'all seem to enjoy this piano player over here a little bit. I've been picking with him since he was a little youngin', and it seemed to me like he could always do that. And we're going to turn him loose on you right now. Jeff, would you feel like playing a fiddle tune? You don't usually hear that on pianos too much. But do us Orange Blossom or something?
Wayne, I'd be glad to do that. Wayne, first of all, I really appreciate you inviting me to come sit in with y'all tonight on the Mountain Stage. This is one of my favorite programs, and I'm really glad to be here with y'all tonight as well. But I'm a piano player originally from over in Boone, North Carolina, up in the Blue Ridge, and had the great blessing of getting to play music most of my life with Doc Watson, and he was a big influence. Doc was a big influence on my piano playing, from blues to just any kind of music you might think about, and it was always great to play with Doc. But one thing Doc could play on that guitar was some fiddle tunes, and so I started doing a little bit of that on the piano. So this is kind of like the most famous fiddle song in a way, but you don't hear it on the piano too much. This is one called the Orange Blossom Special. Those are just a few Ray Charles licks to get a little warmed up, that's all.
Thank you. That's Mr. Jeff Little right there. We call him the Piano Man from the Blue Ridge, and we're happy to have him here. Well, I think we got time to do one more. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Jeff and Helen for coming out and picking with me tonight. So I'll do you an old guitar tune, one I like to play, one called the Steel Guitar Rag. And thank y'all. If you ever come back this way again, some of you might not even be that far, just across the mountain, White Top Mountain, you'd be in Grayson County there next to Grayson Highland State Park. You'd be welcome to visit the shop where I make these guitars, and you can see, you know, I say you just take a good sharp knife and good wood and cut off everything that don't look like a guitar. If you'll visit the shop, you can see all kinds of things laying the floor that don't look like guitars. So you'd certainly be welcome. So thanks again.
Jeff Little on the piano, Helen White on the vocals, fiddle, and rhythm guitar, and Mr. Wayne Henderson picking the guitar and making the guitar. One of the best, folks, one of the very best. Oh, yeah. And Helen also started a great organization called Junior Appalachian Musicians. It's going in 4 states now. It teaches kids about their traditional music in their states, and it's going in North and South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee, and she's looking to spread it out, so maybe she'll be up in West Virginia and Kentucky soon. It's a great organization, and some of you might have actually read a book by Alan St. John called Clapton's Guitar, because Wayne made a guitar for Eric Clapton, and Wayne lives over in Rugby. When he got through with the guitar, he called Eric Clapton and said, "Come get your guitar." And Mr. Clapton apparently said, "Well, I don't like to go places because they cause a big fuss and people get all excited and it causes a lot of problems." Wayne says, "There's only 7 people in Rugby. They don't know who you are, so come on down here." Oh. Reminded me one time we had the great piano player Johnny Johnson, who's also a member of the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame, but you don't know who he is. He was the guy that Chuck Berry named Johnny B. Good out after, because Johnny Johnson had a band that Chuck Berry joined, and then Johnny kind of pioneered rock and roll piano. And he made a record produced by the late Steve Ferguson, and Johnny's passed on too. He was on the show, and he said, yeah, they took my record, and they sent it over to England, and Eric Claxton played on it. Every time I think of Mr. Clapton, that's all I can think of is Eric Claxton. Now I've ruined it for you people, too. We'd like to thank the city of Abingdon and Emory and Henry College for helping us to come down here to the Barter Theater where we are. And as I mentioned, the Barter Theater started in 1933. Mr. Robert Porterfield was the head of it until 1971. Then Rex Partington took over till 1992. And then the man who invited us, Mr. Richard Rose, has been here since 1992. And our thanks to him, too. He's certainly done a great deal to expand the reach of the Barter Theater, a great institution here in Abingdon, Virginia. Thank you if you're listening right now over WUKY, Lexington, Kentucky, or WETS, Johnson City, Tennessee. We hope you'll be with us next week when our guests will be the Mavericks, the Kentucky Headhunters, Humming House, and Guy Davis. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, a special hello to you. We're glad you tuned in, and we think you will be too. We are at the Barter Theater in Abingdon, Virginia, and we just heard some great music. Got a lot more to come during this hour, so don't go away. Gretchen Peters, one of Nashville's finest songwriters, will be out just a little while. Well, we're going to open this hour with a man who is a songwriter deluxe, a songwriter supreme. He's in the Songwriter Hall of Fame. And there's plenty of reasons for that. How about Best of My Love? Victim of Love, Heartache Tonight, New Kid in Town for the Eagles. He wrote all those songs. How about Run Like a Thief for Bonnie Raitt? How about his own number one hit song, You're Only Lonely? He's also been a fine singer for many years and on his own and with some other folks. But he's brought his own trio, and his new record is something very special. If you like J.D. Souther, you want to hear this because he's taken a little different turn the last few years. And the new one called Tenderness on Sony Masterworks is a beautiful, beautiful collection of songs, mature songs, beautiful songs, songs that Frank Sinatra would have sung if he was still alive, seriously. And I think you're going to find out right now. He's brought some people with him. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. J.D. Souther.
You've been up too late, sitting in a cool room, staring at the ceiling, waiting for a call. I know where you live. I can hear you breathing. No matter what you do now, tears are gonna fall. Something in the dark is big enough to hold you. It's picking at your heart a little piece at a time. A shadow on the wall, and voices in an empty room. Something in the dark will get you every time. There's nothing you can say you haven't said already. There's nowhere you can go that you haven't been. You should have made a deal when your hands were steady, before you shut the door on your only friend. But something in the dark is big enough to hold you. It's picking at your heart a little piece at a time. It's a shadow on the wall. You hear voices in an empty room. Something in the dark will get you every time. Better watch your step if you ever take one, 'cause you could stumble in the darkness, fumble in the light. Breath is getting heavy, drowning out your footsteps. You can run, 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 never get it right. Something in the dark is big enough to hold you. It's picking you apart a little piece at a time. You can try to scream, nobody can hear you. Something in the dark will get you every time.
Thank you.
I see you over in the corner, nursing your big girl drink. It's Friday night, you're all alone. It might be temporary, but it's always later than you think. You smile, and I can see that you've been crying. You think no one can understand. You're lonely as Christmas with no one around. so may I offer you my hand. I wanna dance real slow and mean it, move you all around the floor, till the hours go like dominoes, and we dance right out the door. Let the world fall down around us, save all your tears for me, and I'll be here to hold you tenderly. I wanna dance real slow and keep it up while the night becomes the day, and the morning says it's time to go. But I'll beg you, please, please stay. Let the world fall down around us, save all your tears for me, and I'll be here to hold you tenderly. What are the odds in all this sorrow that anyone would even care? All this time is borrowed, so let's just take what's there. If we keep on dancing, this song may never end. Can't you hear the music beckoning from just around the bend? Let the world fall down around us, save all your tears for me. Time will pass, and what will be, will be. And I will always hold you tenderly.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to be back at the Barter Theater on the wonderful mountain stage. There's nothing else like it. I'm going to do, those two songs are from the new album on Sony Music Masterworks called Tenderness. Seems to be something the world can't quite get enough of, so I'm doing my small part. But I'm going to walk you back a few years to a song that I wrote with two great friends of mine, Glenn Fry and Don Henley. We were, the song was, I was listening to WBAI from New York, listened to their Latin Hour today, and they were just playing this gorgeous Cuban music, and I've been to Cuba twice, and I just loved it there. The place is alive with music. I think everyone on the island plays or sings or dances or all three. It's just magical. And I had a, you know, when we would sort of assemble to write songs for a new Eagles album, everyone would sort of pitch their ideas. And I had the chorus to this song for a couple of years, and we'd been playing it in my band with rehearsals with kind of kind of Cuban beat, at least as Cuban as we could be. Jorge Calderon was playing with us sometimes, so we did have actually one. He's actually Puerto Rican, isn't he? All right. Nonetheless, he is an expert and a great player and singer of Latin music, and it had sort of infected me. So we'd been playing it with this kind of maracas, kind of pushing the. I won't try to duplicate the rhythm for you because I am, after all, just a white boy in a gray suit. This is not television, by the way, so I thought I'd throw that in. But I played this chorus for Don and Glenn, and they just went, "Man, it sounds like a single. Let's get to it." And that's really all I had at the time, and the little 5-chord on the bridge, and it sounded very Cuban to me, or at least as far as maybe southeastern Mexico. I'm not sure it got all the way to Cuba, but I tried, and when we all finished with it, it sounded like a hit record. So I guess we did a good thing. I played it in Cuba, and what my friend, my interpreter, said, "Really, you thought that was Cuban?"
This talk on the street, it sounds so familiar. Great expectations, everybody's watching you. People you meet, they all seem to know you. And even your old friends treat you like you're something new. Johnny come lately, when you get in town, everybody loves you, so don't let them down. You look in her eyes and music begins to play. Hopeless romantics, here we go again. But after a while you're looking the other way, and it's those restless hearts that never mend. Johnny come lately, new kid in town, will she still love you when you're not around? There's so many things you should have told her, but night after night you're willing to hold her, just hold her. There's tears on your shoulder. There's talk on the street that's there to remind you that it doesn't really matter which side you're on. Now you're walking away and they're talking behind you. They will never forget you till somebody new comes along. Where you've been lately, there's a new kid in town, and everybody loves him, don't they? But he's holding her, and you're still around. Well, there's a new kid in town, just another new kid in town. Ooh, everybody's talking about him. Oh, people started walking like him. There's a new kid in town. See, there's a new kid in town. Well, I don't want to hear it, no. Yeah, there's always a new kid in town.
Thank you. This is Dan Immel on the bass over here. Now this is Chris Walters on the piano. And I was just kidding before about Jorge Calderon. He actually is Cuban. As a matter of fact, he told me something really funny. He did some of the remarks at Warren Zevon's memorial service, and he said he realized as he was speaking that he had what he called Desilu syndrome, that his accent was getting worse as he was getting older instead of better. I thought it was just getting richer and more delicious. So. This is one of those kind of songs that you write as a relationship is breaking up sometimes, and it doesn't make the breakup worth it, but it makes the tears a little bit sweeter.
You said Paris was too pretty, New York too tall, London and Dublin too gray. Back in Seattle, the rain made you cry. Honey, you cry anyway. And watching you pack for your trip to LA, I started to understand the promises made were easily broken out in the promised land. All that we have is right here today. I miss you like childhood when you go away. Go if you must, I think I'll just stay. Baby, good luck, I'll be alright, come what may. Carefully choosing the things that you came with, and every picture you caught. All that was left when you left again were pieces of battles we'd fought. I will admit I get homesick too, for someplace I've never been. I wouldn't leave you, I could only be true. You promised the same thing back then. Baby, good luck. Fly away. Freedom is calling you, or so you say. Go where you must. Me, I'll just stay. But I wish you well. You'll be all right, come what may. Baby, good luck. I'll be all right, come what may.
Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to say that I very much appreciate being here. I love this theater. I love this place. And I especially love the fact that I have the privilege of singing with one of my favorite musicians, Nellie McKay. Nellie, my dear. And I have to say, by the way, she played clarinet on her album. The mistakes were all mine tonight. That part, I did my best, dear. I'm sorry.
Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, they think so little of me, and they allow you to go. And when you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange to change from major to minor every time we say goodbye.
Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. near. There's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye.
Every time we say
That's a Cole Porter song. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.
J.D. Souther, along with Chris Walters on the piano and vocal, Daniel Immel, and right there, Nellie McKay, John David Souther. And you heard some of those new songs from his record. That last one, classic Cole Porter tune, but it would fit right in on his record called Tenderness on Sony Music Masterworks. Mr. J.D. Souther has been a great songwriter for 4 decades now and going strong. He's also an actor, and you may have seen him recently on Nashville. He had a recurring role on that television show. He's done some TV and movies. We're going to turn the show over to our piano player for a tune right now. Got a classic tune by a man who's been on the mass stage a few times. It's been a few years, though. You know this song. Bob Thompson, Mr. Bojangles. Bob Thompson, the jury, Jeff Walker to Mr. Bojangles. Colortones.com is where you find his music. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at gotowv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We'd love to hear from you if you have questions or suggestions. Our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, of course. You can ask us anything on Tumblr. You can hear our Song of the Week on Stitcher. All of these links are at mountainstage.org. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances another way, including songs we don't have time to fit on the radio. That's at NPR Music. That address is npr.org/mountainstage. We're going to end up with another fine, fine songwriter, also a fine performer. She lives in Nashville. She just made a new album called Blackbirds. I'm sure you've heard her tunes. Martina McBride took Independence Day to the top of the charts. That was one that she wrote. She also wrote On a Bus to St. Cloud, one of my favorite songs. Everybody from Etta James, Neil Diamond, George Strait, Trisha Yearwood. There's many more folks that have recorded her songs, and she was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2014. But she has been making albums of her own, too, and this latest one is a real gem. She's written some beautiful songs on this. The Mountain Stage Band will join her, and also her partner in life and in music, Mr. Barry Walsh. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Gretchen Peters.
There's a Bible on the table, there's a bottle on the shelf, there's a woman in the kitchen crying quietly to herself. Down the hallway in the bedroom, he can hear his children wail. When all you got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Well, he came home from the desert with a medal on his chest, like a hero, like a champion, but he felt more like a guest. Now he sleeps with one eye open, and he wakes up scared as hell. And all he's got is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. But they show you how to shoot, and they show you how to kill, but they don't show you what to man in a bad dream can't make it on his own, when he can't feed his own damn children on the money that he brings home. And the deck is stacked against him, and he knows he's bound to fail. And all he's got is a hammer. Everything looks like a nail. They show you how to shoot, and they show you how to kill. They don't show you what to do with this hole that you can't fill. So you dwell in the darkness of your soul like Jonah in the belly of a whale. And all you got is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. Yeah, all you got is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be in Abingdon at the Barter Theater. I've been hearing about this place my whole life. And because we're in the heart of murder ballad country, I'm going to do a murder ballad. This is the title song off my new album, Blackbirds.
Blackbirds came at dusk, they roosted in the cane, raised such a ruckus that it shook my window pane. And I'm covered up in dirt, and I stink of kerosene. And no matter what I do, I can't get it clean. Last thing I remember was your footsteps in the hall, whiskey in your voice, and a shotgun on the wall. Now there's shadows in the shadows, there's trouble in the cane, and there's things you do that you just can't explain. Come harvest in the cane fields, the sky turns black with smoke. So I took our father's gun and a heavy piece of rope, and I left you lying there like rotten fruit upon the ground. And I lit a torch and I burned the whole thing down. Uneasy lies the head, unfaithful is the heart, ungrateful and unlucky
He planted fields of cane. He planted seeds of evil, and we harvested the shame. Oh, and I'm the last one standing. There's no one left to tell. But when it's my time, I'll see you both in hell. Uneasy lies the head, unfaithful is the heart, ungrateful and unlucky and untrue. And no one saw me come, and no one saw me go. Only the blackbirds and you. And no one saw me come, and no one saw me go. Only the blackbirds and you. Thank you. I know that the Mountain Stage is on NPR all over the country, but I also want to give a shout out to the people that might be listening online, especially over in the UK. They've been really good to me over there. And when this album came out back in February, it debuted in the top 40 pop charts. Who knew? Strange things can happen. But I thought about it, after that happened, and I thought, I figured it out. Everybody wants to know how to get in the pop charts, and I know the answer now. You wait till you're in your mid-50s, and then you release an album about death. They eat that stuff up. Damn this lump in my throat. Damn this hole in my coat. Damn this rain that just won't quit. Damn the sorry waste of it. Damn the truth and damn these lies. Damn that look behind your eyes. Damn this day and damn this night. God damn this losing fight. 'Cause there ain't no boat, there ain't no train to take us back the way we came. Ain't no shelter from this hard rain. The cure for the pain is the pain. The cure for the pain is the pain. It's not like you think it's gonna be. Not like the movies that you see. Ain't no soaring just machines and medicine. So bless these pills and bless these sheets. Bless this food that you can't eat. Bless the damned who walk these halls. God have mercy on us all. 'Cause there ain't no drug, there ain't no cure to make it like it was before. Ain't no shelter from this hard rain. The cure for the pain is the pain. 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 Thank you so much. I want to do a song that I wrote over 20 years ago. And so you know, sometimes when you've been playing a song for a really long time, and especially a song like this that I think, you know, everybody's heard, or almost everybody's heard, you sort of lose the plot after a while, and you have to put it away for a while and rethink it. And in this case, just strip it right down to the rafters. And but I think you'll probably recognize this. Well, she seemed alright by dawn's early light, though she looked a little worried and weak. She tried to pretend he wasn't drinking again, but Daddy left the proof on her cheek. But I was only 8 years old that summer, and I always seemed to be in a way. So I took myself down to the fair in town on Independence Day. Well, word gets around in a small, small town. They said he was a dangerous man. Mama was proud. She stood her ground. She knew she was on the losing end. Some folks whispered, and some just talked, but everybody looked the other way. And when time ran out, there was no one about on Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the
the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Well, she lit up the sky that 4th of July. By the time that the firemen come, they put out the flames, took down some names, and sent me to the county home. And I ain't saying it's right or it's wrong, but maybe it's the only way. You talk about your revolution, it's Independence Day. Let freedom ring, let the white dove sing, let the whole world know that today is a day of reckoning. Let the weak be strong, let the right be wrong. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. Roll the stone away, it's Independence Day. Roll the stone away. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna just turn away from the death and destruction theme for a minute, and I've burned a lot of houses down in my time. But I want to get away from that for a minute and do a song about dysfunctional love. I threw a rose to the matador, not sure who I was cheering for. My aim was true, my heart was full. I loved the fighter and the bull. Well, I love like only a woman can, a very complicated man. I bound his wounds, I heard his cries, I gave him truth, I told him lies. His rage is made of many things: faithless women, wedding rings, snakes and snails and alcohol, his daddy's fist thrown through the wall. Oh, but he's beautiful when he's in the ring. The devil howls, the angels sing. Sparks fly from his fingertips, and words like birds fly from his lips. Some man is lying in the dirt, some woman's crying that he's hurt. He's not alive without the thrill, without the dance, without the kill. The lights go down, the people roar, they're cheering on the matador. And this is how the story goes:
I knew it when I threw the rose. Well, I come to each and every show, the woman in the second row. I watch them in their ancient dance, and I know I never stood a chance. 'Cause while other demons prance and clown, it's vanity that takes you down. I thought that I could be the one, but I'm just another hanger-on. Some man is bleeding in the dirt, some woman's crying that she's hurt. But who are we without the thrill, without the dance, without the kill? And he is bull and matador, and I'm the mother and the whore. And this is how the story goes. I knew it when I threw the rose. I threw a rose to the matador, not sure who I was cheering for. My aim was true, my heart was full. I love the fighter and the bull.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Just a little tuning up.
Well, I wrote this next song 5 years ago now, during the summer of 2010, when there was a big gusher of oil in the Gulf of Mexico, just spewing out everywhere, and it was a very distressing situation. And I happened to be on a writing retreat with two of my friends, Susie Bogus and Matresa Berg, and we were talking about what was going on in the Gulf of Mexico and all the stories that really never got out to people. And this is one of them. This is called Black Ribbons. I built this house with my bare hands on the shores of Louisiana. I took my sweet Chevrolet for my own, my very own. Now every man has got his pride. I tried to shelter and provide, but I can't stop this poison tide rolling in, rolling in. I got nothing left to give her, no answer to her prayers. Black ribbons on the water, black ribbons for her hair. Then came the wind, then came the rain. We defied that hurricane, and we built stone by stone. But in the Gulf of Mexico, some 5,000 feet below, oh, the devil's blood it flows on and on, on and on. I got nothing left to give her, no answer to her prayer. Black ribbons on the water, black ribbons for her. Oh, how her eyes, they used to shine, fairest in Evangeline. Now they stare so cold and blind through my soul, oh Lord, my soul. She was tangled in the soft grass, not a bullet left to spare. Black ribbons on the water, black ribbons for her hair, black ribbons on the water, black ribbons for her hair.
Thank you guys so much.
Gretchen Peters, along with Barry Walsh right there in the Mountain Stage Band. Gretchen Peters, her latest is Blackbirds, and you heard a lot of tunes from that latest one, and it is a fine CD. Our thanks to Gretchen Peters, to J.D. Souther, to Wayne Henderson, Nellie McKay, the Whiskey Gentry, and all the folks they brought with them. Our thanks to all of you folks here at the beautiful historical Barter Theater in Abingdon, Virginia. 163,000 people see plays here every year. Maybe you should be one of them. Check it out. The Barter Theater. Also, our thanks to the city of Abingdon. Our thanks to Emory and Henry College. And special thanks to WETS Radio, who've carried Mountain Stage for 31 years now. And we never forget them for doing that. We appreciate it. Our thanks to you listening there on the radio. Without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We appreciate you. We hope you'll be here next time when our guests will be the Mavericks, the Kentucky Headhunters, Humming House, and Guy Davis. Mount Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skouras. Assistant producers Joni Deutsch. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Our web producer is Josh Saul. Production assistance comes from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Wookie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Our promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go and hear some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. I say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Come on, Gretchen.
Hey, hey, sweet baby, now don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe?
Nellie McKay.
I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a place right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free, so if you wanna have fun, come along.
Everybody now. Let's say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Michael Lipton on the guitar. Ryan Kennedy. Bob Thompson. Come on, Barry, on the accordion. Now break it down. Let Wayne play this acoustic guitar. Little Phil from Helen now. We got another fiddle over here, Rurik. Jeff on the piano over there. And I'm free and ready, so we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? Come on, Mom.
We'll know more looking. You know I've been cooking. So how's about some steady company?
J.D. Souther gonna sing it.
I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence. Buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. Keep it till it's covered with age. I'm writing your name down on every page.
Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something? I said, how's about cooking